Hari Om. Welcome back to our continuing study of Vivekachudamani under the guidance of our dear Acharya Swami Paramarthananda. We are now examining Shloka 15. Shloka 15, which continues with the idea of Jnanam and Vichara. Hence, Swamiji has slightly reshuffled the order of study. He goes from the 13th shloka to the 15th and will then return to the 14th and move on to the 16th, and from there on continue sequentially. So in shloka 15, we ask the question, based on Shankaracharya's statement, जिज्ञासुः विचारः कर्तव्यः. Shankaracharya's advice, directive. One who desires knowledge of the self, Atma Vastunaha, must inquire into the self, is what Shankaracharya says. Here, the word Vastu means the reality. The word Vastu means the reality. Atma Vastu means Atma, the reality. Atma, the reality. Satya Atma iti artha. Satya Atma iti artha. Now, what does this mean? Was the question. If a person must committedly, if a person must committedly seek self knowledge, if a person must committedly seek self knowledge, he must be a very mature person. He must be a very mature individual. He must have clearly understood. He must have clearly understood that self ignorance and wrong self judgment based on self ignorance. He must have clearly understood that self ignorance and wrong self judgment due to self ignorance are the root causes of all emotional problems. If a person must committedly seek self knowledge, he must be a very mature individual person. He or she, we are all human beings. He must have clearly understood that self ignorance and wrong self judgment, because of self ignorance, are the root causes of all emotional problems. This is where Vedanta goes many steps beyond psychology. Vedanta hits at the root cause. Psychology only addresses the symptoms. Because the psychologist doesn't know self knowledge, doesn't have self knowledge, he can go only thus far and no further. On the other hand, on the other hand, what does an immature person consider the root cause to be? What does an immature person consider the root cause to be? What would he answer? What would be his answer? He may point a finger at his wife or husband, as the case may be, and the refrain goes on: son to daughter in law, son in law, his job, his neighbor, his pet, his servant, and so on and so forth. As somebody said, as somebody said, we forget that every time we point a finger at someone, there are three pointing to us. Every time we point a finger at someone, there are three pointing of pointing theirs to us. Three fingers, clearly indicating by majority vote. 3-1. We are lost. Clearly indicating the problem is with us. Period. The problem is with us. Pujya Swamiji, Pujya Swami Dayananda Saraswati nicely says, the problem is you. Therefore, the solution also is you. Pujya Swamiji's favorite famous words. The problem is you. Therefore, the solution also is you. The solution has to be discovered. Solution has to be discovered systematically, guided by a hitokti, by a well-wisher, a guru, an acharya. Thus, I must discover, thus I must discover that self-ignorance and self-ignorance caused misjudgment, wrong judgment, erroneous judgment. Like in the case of the rope snake, the example of the rope snake that we studied in so much detail in Shloka 12. Samyak vicharata siddha, said Adi Shankaracharya, Rajju tatvavadharana, Bhrantodita mahasarpa, Bhaya dukkha vinashini. So, if self ignorance is the problem due to which we make wrong judgments, the only solution is self knowledge. And based on self knowledge, we make correct judgments about ourselves. It's as simple and at the same time profound as that. It's a huge discovery. It's a huge discovery of independence, of Ananda. The tables are simply turned 180 degrees apart. So, when the problem is me and the solution is also me, I must discover that self ignorance and self misjudgment, wrong self identity, is the root cause of all mental problems. Here, the emphasis is on mental conditions over physical conditions. Physical conditions, be they as they are, it is the mind that is the cause of both bondage and freedom and moksha. Mana eva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshayoho, says an Upanishad. I think it is Amrita Bindu Upanishad, if my memory serves me right. Vedanta does not address physical problems as much as it deals with mental ones. Vedanta does not address physical problems. So, if you're coming to a Vedanta class with a knee joint pain, please do not expect Vedanta to cure it for you. As Swamiji would often say, nor would Vedanta be the solution for the water problem that we often face, or the problem of your servant taking French leave, etc. etc. Vedanta does not address physical problems as much as it deals with mental ones. Physical health issues are addressed by consulting some pati or other, allopathy, homeopathy, etc. etc. And if no pati works, seek sympathy. Vedanta primarily, underline that, primarily deals with the inner problems of self ignorance and self misjudgment or self wrong judgment. That's what Vedanta is expert at. Vedanta means the Shastras and our gurus. They are experts, they are dakshas. Janana Marana Dukkha Cheda Daksham Namami. Dakshinamurti, Lord Dakshinamurti, is an expert doctor who breaks the bond of samsara. Janana Marana Dukkha Cheda Daksham Namami. I offer my namaskarams to the expert doctor who is capable of breaking the bondage of samsara. Daksha, dakshata, expertise. Guru Shastra Upadesha is the only method. Jnanam and Vichara are the only means to rid ourselves of samsara. No other thing will work. Na snanena, na danena, pranayama shatena va. Shankaracharya says in Shloka 13. Here, in this beautiful Shloka 15, Shankaracharya addresses a mature student who has diagnosed the problem of self ignorance, born self misjudgment. Shankaracharya's audience is such a student. Parikshya lokan karmachitan brahmano nirveda maya. As the great Mundaka Upanishad says, it is for such a person that Vedantic inquiry appeals and appears meaningful. It is only for such a person that Vedantic study appeals and appears meaningful. For everyone else, it is probably just a time pass or a scholarship trip, like probably in the philosophy department of a university. Only a person who has examined, who's been a good student of life, will appreciate what Vedanta is trying to convey through the Guru to him or her. And how must the inquiry be done? How must the inquiry be done? Very important question. We will examine this question in the upcoming capsules and take our study forward. Until then, Hari Om. Om Durjana Sajjano Bhuyad Sajjana Shanti Mapnuyad Shanto Muccheta Bandhebhyah Muktaschanyan Vimochayet Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ